suits real quick. See what else we could probably buy. We got the wrestler suit.
Oh God, can we do it?
We
can
got the spider
it?
punk. We can.
Buy it. I want this. Put it on.
Yeah, it has a new suit power. I don't think I care. There's also these.
Oh my God. Are we part of the Fantastic Four now? Wait, I assume that has to be an implication of a time where Spider-Man was part of the Fantastic Four, right?
Well, I mean, he just has like a weird mask on.
It has to be a reference to something.
Oh yeah, all of these are references to something. I don't know what this is.
We gotta put a wrestler suit on, though.
Future fan. Oh, it's on.
Good. Perfect.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Wait, did you start filming?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention at all.
No. We're just gonna...
Okay, yeah, let's go. They'll never know. Surprise, we're a wrestler.
Oh, wow. That great changed us.
Yeah, I know. We had a great change.
Hot.
GR27.
Oh.
Peer review summary. Audit materials submitted by GR27 Chief Scientist Dr. Morgan Michaels. Summarize expedients and risks. Recommend next steps. Who is that guy?
No idea.
AI controlled CRISPR.
CRISPR?
I learned about that.
It works. It could cure any genetic disease.
I took AP Biology.
Huntington's? This is crazy.
I did. Oh, look at
What
that
is
good.
this?
Look at the good.
Oh my God. Like, what is this low budget PowerPoint
presentation?
like middle school level,
Oh.
like the bad. Like, what is this? This is supposed to be a really high-end corporation.
Yeah, this is like a medical...
dealing with it, like high-tech stuff. And it had a slide that literally just said the good and then two.
And the bad are, we literally made the most dangerous pathogen in the world. Okay, we don't need to see a slide of a bunch of dead rats. Thank you.
GR27 is devil's breath.
Yeah, why...
It's designed to cure diseases, but in its current form, it's like a bioweapon.
How did this happen?
Michaels keeps the only sample with him at all times.
He
Why he wants him.
It literally says... Wait, that guy's handcuffed to that brief.
Yeah.
If this gets out PR night...
It could be a PR nightmare.
Who wrote this?
Could be a PR nightmare.
Dr. Michael should keep only sample on his personal... Oh. Oh my God, this is like...
Look at that.
This is like...
You see his bare hand.
Oh my God, this is like...
Really
not... Yeah. This is like Umbrella Corp level of like, oops. We
Yeah.
destroyed everything because we let...
It could be a PR nightmare.
Yeah. If this gets out that we have one of the most deadly bioweapons in existence, this could be a PR
This could negatively
nightmare.
affect us as a company.
Yeah.
Our stock might decrease.
Yeah,
by 10%.
our image is going to be really hard to fix after this.
Who cares if the world dies?
But the risks are worth it.
Yeah. The good, remember, it's highly effective.
Yeah, the good is it's highly effective.
At
It's
killing
yeah,
everyone.
it's currently highly effective at murdering the entire population. But those are just some kinks in the road that we just need to iron out, you know.
Right. You just iron those kinks out.
Yeah, and then
We don't
and
kink
then
shame.
it will
We
be
iron
a
out the
PR. It'll be amazing PR
Yeah.
if we can fix this to not be terrible.
Right. Why don't you just find a way to get rid of the thing anyway? Why keep it on Earth, you know?
This is like Ice 9.
Like, if you have the ability to,
This is, yeah, like
shouldn't you just launch it into space? Or at the sun, so that way
yeah.
it's just burnt up.
I read a book about this thing called Ice 9. That's like
That's from, what is that from?
It's Kurt Vonnegut. He's a
Yes, but
he's
which
a
one of
author.
his books? No, I know who Kurt
I
Vonnegut is.
don't remember what the book might be called Ice 9. I don't know.
I don't think
There's
it was.
that, and then there's the other book that I read by him about him
I'm so sad that I don't
losing a
remember
sense
what
of time. He was in a plane crash, and
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, that's Slaughterhouse.
Is it Slaughterhouse 56? I'm just throwing out numbers now. Okay, so I read both those books because of high school.
Yeah.
Hated both of them. I
What?
don't like
Really?
Kurt
You don't
Vonnegut.
like Kurt Vonnegut?
No,
That's sad.
I really didn't like the one about the like aliens and the loss of sense of time.
Well,
and
so it goes.
that was just an awful read for me. And then Einstein also was just not enjoyable for me either. But yeah, like it freezes any water it touches.
Yeah.
And somebody, I don't remember, how did it get into the ocean? Somebody gets in the ocean and it just like destroys everything. And then he's like on an island with these people.
I'm really sad that I don't remember these titles.
Slaughterhouse number 9? No, now I'm
No,
just
that's-
mixing Ice
yeah,
9
you're
and
thinking about
Slaughterhouse.
You're thinking about
Fahrenheit.
450. Oh. 451, right? That's what it is?
I don't know, because there's a sushi place downtown called 451 Sushi or something like that.
I'm gonna look it up while there's a cutscene.
How upset are people going to be that we just are really bad at, like, anything? Remembering, we couldn't...
Fahrenheit 451. Okay, I was right. That's
Okay,
a Ray
yeah, yeah.
Bradbury book. Okay.
It's a
Slaughterhouse 5.
5. Okay,
Yes.
so there's a 5 in there.
Yes. You were correct. By Kurt Vonnegut.
Yeah. I hate those books.
I'm so upset that you hate those books.
These lures people
I should know what the other one is.
Really not my type of read. Really didn't like any of the characters. I thought the first one was just so not enjoyable to read.
Well, you're just
Ugh.
a sad person.
Dude, that
then.
guy's whole thing, it was so crazy.
Oh, I'm playing
His
now.
stupid aliens, where he was in like a zoo.
Sorry. Cat's Cradle.
Cats in the cradle and the silver
wrote that? I
spoon.
know that
Little
one.
boy blue and the man in the
That's
moon.
not right.
Daddy, when you coming home, don't know
I think that's the one that
where
has
to
the
get
Ice
it.
Nine.
But yeah, no, didn't like him.
Well,
We should do a podcast where we review books.
no.
I don't. I
Because
would
you're not going to like any of the books.
probably not. I'm a really picky reader.
need to distract
I'm a really picky anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't a fan.
out of the way, fella.
What was that? Yeah, I like books. I like a lot of books.
I like books. I've never been the type of person who doesn't like reading
House guest.
or has a problem with it.
He's here somewhere.
But I just don't. It's not my go-to in terms of like a
Sources
hobby.
of entertainment.
Yeah, because I was always really into like manga and anime growing up, and so that was like there's definitely been books that I've really liked and have books that I've gone out of my way to read outside of school, but I rarely chose doing that over sitting down and reading manga or watching anime, and then video games would be like a close second. Although I would say at this point I play video, like it's weird. When I was younger, like middle school, high school, I still played video games quite a lot, but I read manga and watched anime way more than played video games. And now that I've gotten older, I play video games way more than I read manga or watch anime.
Right. Well, me too, but I also don't really do either. I listen to more books than I do anything else at this point.
You like do audiobooks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm listening to the classic of Sherlock Holmes right now.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
It'd be the type of book that would be enjoying to read because I feel like Sherlock Holmes is one of those stories that gets just retold constantly.
Yeah.
And it's like impossible unless you. Oh my god. Oh, we're doing this again?
Yeah, we're
I was
playing
so
as MJ
upset
again.
the last time we did it. This is dumb. It's one of those stories that I feel like unless you read the original source, I feel like you have no idea what's the truth. Like I feel like they portray Sherlock Holmes and Watson so differently all the time that it's like, okay, I want to know what is real.
Right.
Like, let's say, because I read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and I'm happy that I did because it was good to actually know what the source of that was because it's so interpreted.
It's been told so many different times that the story is different.
Well, it's like they focus way too much on the concept of like just the monster being a monster. Because, like, that's the thing is that most people, and it's kind of like it's almost like a meme at this point. I feel like it's not, like, people just kind of constantly point out that Frankenstein isn't the monster, but people constantly
think so. Yeah.
But Frankenstein is the monster. Kind of. It's one of those
Frankenstein
books.
is the social monster.
He's
not the literal monster. He's more of the
Well, but,
metaphorical monster.
Yeah, it's like the monster, quote unquote, is like he's just visually terrifying. And that's, like, really his only issue until later in the book when he becomes so horribly
Distraught,
bitter
yeah.
about his situation that he just starts killing people.
Right.
But Frankenstein is just, he's an idiot. I swear to God.
It's Frankenstein. Thank you. Classic Mel Brooks line.
Okay, yeah.
No.
But yeah, it was a good, and then I read The Count of Monte Cristo, and that was a good book. I liked reading that.
Oh, you liked reading that?
Yeah.
I remember that you were reading that, and then it was like awful
I just remember
because it was really long.
Yeah, it was really long. I mean, I chose it, and it was one of those books I felt proud. Like, it's
Yeah.
like I decided to tackle like a quote unquote hard book, and I did it. I read the
Yeah.
entire book. There was much easier, much simpler books that I quit and then pretended like I read and just still did the project on.
That
like,
was me with like Dune.
Oh my God, it was okay, so in one of my literature classes, and this is all high school by the way because I didn't go to college. It was a very thing, like every other week or every 2 weeks you had to do a book report.
Yeah.
And he would oftentimes have themes, like you had to pick books from like this something, you know, like, or this, wow.
Subject genre.
Subject genres. Thank you, Jesus Christ.
Where is Dr. Morgan Michaels?
Didn't he?
Why would Lee send like a
The
20-year-old
small-
girl?
Yeah, who's not wearing a mask.
If he wants to kill me, tell him to do it. Do it himself.
I'm not
I-
with the demons. I'm not with Sable. I'm a reporter. And I want to see Lee stopped. Just like you.
All I see is S.
Dude, anyone can fake that. That's not hard to make
Yeah.
that.
Well, it's because he's heard of her byline.
Oh, sure. But what I was saying is that, so we had to do book reports, and I picked a book called Here There Be Dragons, and I got probably like a third of the way through the book before I just stopped reading it because I just couldn't get myself to continue reading it. And so I still did the book report on it because luckily you didn't have to be. Oh my God, we're wrestling.
The luchador outfit.
He's not a Sable guy. Definitely not a Sable guy. Sorry, Charlie. Okay, time to go.
No, he knows something.
This is.
Sorry, I fell. Upwards.
What's that? Yeah, that hole in the roof had no texture.
Yeah, here there be dragons.
Yeah, it was an interesting book. I don't remember most of it, but I remember those. Oh no, it was a different book. There was 2 different times that I did this where I didn't finish the book and I still did the book report. It was a different book that I don't remember the title of. And after my book report, the teacher came up to me and started asking me questions about the book, and it was really awkward.
Well, that was maybe the most
'Cause I
awkward swing
didn't
of my life.
No anything.
Finish reading, yeah. And it's one of those things where you never know whether or not the teacher was asking you those questions because they picked up on it, or if they were just
If they were genuinely curious.
Yeah, it felt like he was genuinely curious about the book that I read, but like part of me, it could have been like he could tell that I didn't actually read the book. But I think I did a pretty good job of, you know, because like you had to give pretty general information because you don't want to spoil. Like one of the big things is like you don't want to spoil
Right.
too much about the book because you're kind of. It was formatted in a way where you're trying to convince people to read it.
Right.
But I did The Count of Monte Cristo for that. I think I did that for a book report. Yeah. And then it was it wasn't postmodern literature. It was, I don't remember what the title of the class was, but we read Frankenstein. We read a play that I don't remember. Oh my God, that was terrible too because I got picked to be the lead female.
Yeah. Because you were in theater.
No, it wouldn't even have mattered anyway because we're techies.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't change.
yeah, I know. Teacher's like, oh, you're in theater, and it's like, oh, I mean, not the way you think I am.
Yeah.
I built things and like went to Goodwill to find props.
That's how you know she's still mad.
Yeah, but I liked that class because it kind of forced me to read things that I wouldn't have normally.
Man,
Right.
that worked out.
I was happy that I read Count of Monte Cristo. That's the moral of the story. I'm a rambler. That's just the truth. I talk a lot.
Birds.
Yeah. What were the red lines that were like
I thought
striped?
somebody trying to snipe me.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Luckily, you don't like talking that much.
What do you mean, luckily?
Because I like talking too much. And if we both like talking too much, then there's
Just a
no...
lot of conflict.
Yeah. It would never work.
What do I do?
Yeah, it's
I guess I'll do this.
it's fine. Jesus Christ. Firefight in the middle. That guy just has a straight up, like, regular shield. He's just taking, like, fire cannons.
Well, it's not like a regular shield. It's a.
I mean, it's magic, but it looks like
It's
it looks like it could be a shield from God of War.
Oh, for sure.
Mom. Hello?
It's Rio Morales. I want to thank you for getting Miles the job at the pizza shelter.
Glad to.
Oh my god.
Please call me
Oh,
Jim.
I forgot about.
He's gonna call while he's
There'll be
beating up the
someone more
demons.
together than me.
I should tell you, he has reservations. I finally gave him a choice. This or more therapy. He needs this. He just hates to feel like a victim or be pitied.
Gotcha. I'm the same way. I'll let Aunt May know. And I'll make sure I'm there his first day.
I feel like he's not gonna end up being there.
This means a lot.
I feel like this is one of those situations where it's like, oh, he's a hero. He makes a lot of promises they can't keep because he has to struggle between his his real
His
life.
personal life and his super life.
I just choked on like nothing.
Please don't choke into the
I'm choking
microphone.
on the enthusiasm I have about speaking.
Where's the guy? There he
What
is.
was your favorite class in high school?
I don't know if I really had all that many favorite classes in high school. I just kind of.
I hated high school. Is that the...
Well, here's what happened for me. I didn't
Okay.
really get into learning until I was actually learning about stuff I cared about.
That makes sense. That happens to a lot of people.
I was like, this is just like a basic run-of-the-mill, here's your English class, here's whatever. And it's like,
But
it
you were
wasn't stuff that I
in,
was super interested in.
You were in the fancy.
Yeah. Which was like theory of knowledge, which is like your basic psychology class, which was kind of fun.
I took psychology in the one term of college I went to.
Nice. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed the class, but I did really bad at like doing anything.
Doing the work.
Yeah, oh, sorry, not to side. I asked you a question, and I was really about to just side rail that off
That's
into
fine.
my own thing.
I'm
and-
used to it.
No. Continue what you were saying.
But yeah, so like in high school, I wasn't really interested in any of the topics that we had to go over, just because it wasn't directly applicable, and like I didn't know that being in class could be fun until I was in college and I was taking courses that actually interested me.
I find that interesting because I actually didn't hate high school too much.
Well, I'm not saying
But
I
I
hated
hated
it.
college. But I took explicitly classes that I enjoyed.
Yeah,
the
that's kind of
concept of-
interesting.
But I think the issue wasn't the course matter. Like, it wasn't the subject that we were learning about. It was just the
The setting.
setting.
Yeah. It's not for everyone, which is kind of sucky because it's kind of made out to be like you have to do it.
Yeah, and I definitely will always 100% say that at least as of right now, I do not regret not continuing college. I
Yeah.
had no reason to be there.
Right.
And like you can like it depends on what you want career-wise and everything. Like if you have a goal, something that requires college to do, then like for sure.
Yeah.
But for me, like my life's very just however I want it to be.
Right.
And so I don't need college. And I don't have to worry about like, oh, what are you going to do when you have kids? Like, how are you going to have a, job that will support them? But I don't want children. So I just get to live
so you don't have to
whatever.
worry about that.
Yeah, I just get to do whatever I want because I don't have to worry about being able to support anyone but myself, really, technically.
Well, that's the dream right there.
Yeah. But, that's why I'm here doing YouTube because I am fine where I work, technically. Like, it's I like working there, but I don't have, like, I'm not like, oh, I want to work here forever. I want YouTube to be successful because it's something that I would enjoy having be my full-time work.
Yeah. Well, that's why a lot of people get into YouTube, is just to be able to have that as an option.
Yeah, because it's like low risk.
I could optimize this power.
As long as you're not pouring a bunch of money into it or like quitting your job and like not
Yeah.
going anywhere or something like
That's when
that.
it's like,
But other than that, it's really not. it's kind of like you can do it as a hobby, and then it can go somewhere and end up being your
thing.
your forever.
Your forever.
Your like official source of income.
Yeah.
That's what I think is cool about YouTube is that like you can really create a job that is whatever you want it to be. And obviously like there's still very like it's not sure that you're going to ever succeed.
Yeah.
But it's like
Nice.
you're not living even because there's types of jobs that you can get, but there's still like a standard that is set for like generally what you have to do and how you have to do it. You just have a lot of like freedom otherwise. But like YouTube, it's like really like we are just doing this channel and we're doing it, you know, however we want to and however we enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And if it ends up being successful, then we just have a job that I feel like has been made by us and basically tailored to just be enjoyable. Like we've created our own
Finished.
Yeah, that's
job.
what self-employment is, really.
Well, yeah, but like I said, I feel like some self-employment is still structured more.
Signals
Yeah,
and noises
I mean,
and
it's more.
signal
Yeah,
processors should reduce lag.
Like, I don't know how to explain it because obviously I don't have the like experience in self-employment types to really be able to be like, well, this is what this is like and this is what that is like. But I just feel like when I think of like being self-employed, in a lot of situations
It's still kind
you're
of
still
like
like through, I don't know, there's still kind of a standard on how you have to do things. But this is really just kind of whatever we want to do.
right.
is
You have
whatever
more
we wanna
enjoyment,
do.
You have more control.
Well, and it's purely something that we both enjoy. Like, we are both just playing video games, which is something that we enjoy, and we're
Yeah.
giving commentary. And we have goals to
Good work.
branch out, hopefully, with content, like doing streaming, doing podcasts, and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it really is kind of the definition of doing what you love in a sense, and finding something that feels like it is like a hobby, but you're making money off of it.
Right. Well,
See, this stuff's
made some
crazy.
arms.
How is this not getting major government funding?
yeah. If he made this, then you know you're
GG.
You're
Go
set.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, this is it.
like if you got it with. Oh
Oh, this is like the beginning of that super.
yeah.
He's turning. He's gonna become so evil. We know. We already know what happens.
Yes.
Not yes. This is like the most insane thing that you would have ever seen because.
Well, Peter Parker's a genius, though. You know.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at this point,
Okay, can he juggle in real life?
No.
Because if he can't juggle in real life, then how is he able to juggle? What is going on? How? Because at this point, it's not him doing that anymore. It's the robot is doing part of it, right?
oh yeah, but
There's
he's just
no-
thinking about the.
Okay, so he's just thinking of having the robot do that, and it's just doing it.
Yeah, I suppose.
So it's really just transcending what humans can do.
yeah, well,
completely.
that's what the whole thing
But
he
like
was talking about.
yeah,
was.
I guess so. But I was just thinking about the fact that like normally
Mouth success.
this guy.
Well, no, he's being humble.
Do you need some help?
That was
Yes.
alarming.
Yeah. Can you take this thing out of my brain, please? Thanks.
See, because like my issue there is that like, you know, a lot of prosthetics. The concept is that it just allows you to do
Become that obvious.
what you could do before, or with like an arm. Like it's just an arm.
Yeah.
But that was like that becomes like, oh, I can just
Exposure.
envision being able to do these things, and my prosthetics will just do them
Yeah.
instead of like I can make my thing just like pick this thing up. It's like I can envision my body to be a master at karate, and then it just
Right.
is. Like that's like
Mind can
a whole
It's a
different.
little unfair.
Yeah, it's like a whole different thing.
no
Right.
longer do.
Oh, is he upset that he's getting old?
No, he's finding out that he has a neurological degenerative disorder.
Really?
Yes.
When? Okay, was this on screen or off
Yeah,
screen?
he just said it.
No, but like, when did he figure this out?
I came
Off
here
screen.
to work for you because of what you've got up here. That's not going anywhere.
I mean,
Neither am I.
other things can go wrong.
He's saying that he's becoming a cripple, but he still has his mind.
Yeah. Especially
that's why
when,
he's
especially in a situation like this in which like you're working in a career that's based very specifically in your like it's like Stephen Hawking's, you know?
Yeah.
Like you're very mind based. So like don't get me wrong, regardless of what your passion is, becoming physically disabled is still horrible.
Yeah.
But like at the very least you're doing something that doesn't require nearly as much physical. Like if you were like a soccer player, like professional soccer player, like that would be a lot more effective into like ruining your life. He's got the same mindset as Oscorp. Never mind the risks.
Really sick. At this rate, he'll lose control of his motor functions within.
What happened to his head?
Wow,
If we're not careful,
That's him
Wait,
before.
really?
That's him after. No. I think it's just like a squished little...
even alter his
Are you
personality.
sure? Because that's those pictures over there too.
Yeah, I
His
don't know.
brain lost like a lot of folds.
Well, no, it's not affecting his brain.
But that picture though, his folds have like disappeared in a large portion of his brain, and that's like the major part of the brain is that
You
it's
wanna
not
have a
necessarily
wrinkled brain,
the
because that's
because
showing
it's
that
like
you have
not
more depth to it.
well, yeah, because it's not necessarily the physical size of the brain, it's the amount of like folds in it, because there's animals that
it's
have
storage.
bigger brains than humans, like physically, but it's not as folded. You get more mileage out of it, you know. If you were to unfold the brain, it would be bigger.
Well said.
What? This is a 27-minute video.
Yeah, well, we were talking about some pretty...
Who's gonna watch this Let's Play? It's really, I don't know.
I will.
I mean, I don't think it's bad. I just think that, like, I'm trying to think about the audience, and there's a really big disconnect between the commentary and the game
Yeah.
for most of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how whether or not people are going to care about that a lot.
People are gonna love it.
Because
It's
I
gonna
feel
be
like,
fine.
yeah. 'Cause
Don't
I
worry
feel
so
like,
much.
I feel like you could just, I feel like right now we're just doing a podcast almost. Like we're writing that line between, a majority of the time we're not commentating or reacting to the game at all. We're just talking to each other.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I'm just like, you know, you always gotta be, focused on the audience a little bit.
Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going?
It's time
Go ahead and hit that...
to, don't
Hit
say
that.
it.
Hit that unsubscribe button.
Yeah, get out all you can.
Unclick that bell. I don't even know.
It'll be exciting if we
Tell
ever.
YouTube that they're wrong.
I hope we get an audience at some point so we can tell whether or not we're enjoyable at all.
That'd be
Because
nice.
really, I mean, well, actually, maybe we should just never get an
But
audience.
at this point, we should also end the episode.
No, if we never get an audience, I can just pretend that everybody likes us and that we're funny and our content is good. But the second we start getting people telling me that I'm not,
No.
that they hate me, then you can't pretend that they. I mean, you can, I guess. I'll just
Yeah.
live in my own world.
It's also everybody hates everything on the internet.
Yeah, I like to think we'll have somebody out there that likes us.
Yeah.
We'll have that one like OG
I like
follower
me.
that. Yeah. Then that's all that matters. You can't stop me loving myself. Ow!
Yeah, this episode's over.
I love BTS.
Bye.